Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. In the latest development, there is a tweet that Robert ALAI has shared in his X handle about Rigathi's latest move, and this move has sparked online debate. But before we delve into this latest development, ladies and gentlemen, kindly like this video to support our work. New viewers, please subscribe to help us grow the channel, and to existing subscribers, thanks so much for making this channel grow. So Robert ALAI went to his X handle and wrote the following tweet, which says, "I'm told that Rigathi has bought a new political party. Which one do you think he has bought?" I'm told that Rigathi Gachagua has bought a political party. Which one do you think he has bought? Truth of the matter is that Rigathi feels sidelined at the moment. And that's why I partially agree with Robert ALAI to some level, cause politics ni kujipanga. Robert ALAI could be telling the truth, though there are still unsubstantiated claims over this expose. So the question is, could this be true? And if it's true, then what could be the intention or motive behind it? And is Rigathi looking at beyond 2027 to avert what RUTO faced during Jubilee Party days? So this development, ladies and gentlemen, appears interesting, and because of that reason, I'd like us to dig deep into this story, but by first visiting one of the famous quotes of Sun Tzu. And Sun Tzu says in The Art of War that if you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. Let your plans be dark, impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. All warfare is based on deception. So in Sun Tzu's book, the point to note in that quote is, let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night. That's a very strong observation there. It's a very strong point there, ladies and gentlemen. Let me break it down for you a bit, because there is need to visit this story of Robert ALAI. Of course, one would say Robert ALAI is spreading propaganda. What if it's not propaganda? What would you say? Because Robert ALAI is a blogger, and we know Robert ALAI is known for spreading, rumors. But what if Robert ALAI is telling the truth? So in this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like us to break down this tweet by Robert ALAI and try to establish what could be some of the reasons why we think Robert ALAI could be making some sense here. Because what if Rigathi Gachagua is acquiring a party? What if he's trying to do what Mudavadi has done, is still holds on to? Because of course Mudavadi is still holding on to ANC. But does Rigathi Gachagua have anything? Of course, that is a problem. Rigathi Gachagua only relies on what we call the UDA. What if he's shortchanging the UDA? What is going to happen? Rigathi Gachagua will find himself on the political oblivion side. That is going to have met his doom. So we want to go to this tweet, this tweet. That's why I still maintain in this book of Sun Tzu that the point to note is, let your plans be dark and impenetrable. So you remember when UDA story surfaced, somewhere there in 2020, 2021 there. That's the time UDA story surfaced. President RUTO, back then as a deputy president, denied any connection about the party. That's something I believe you know about. But after some time, details started trickling in, and the story that surfaced that he had been seen with certain politicians who had publicly admitted to be members of the party. That story is out there in the public domain. But what you probably didn't know is that the party initially was called Party of Development and Reforms. And then it officially changed its name to UDA in December 2020 and became notable somewhere there in January 2021. That is the time so many people started talking about UDA, and that is the time it was linked to William Ruto, who denied any connection to it. That story is out there in the public domain. So during all this time, Ruto, the deputy president back then, chose to implement Sun Tzu's strategy of letting your plans be dark and impenetrable. So when the right time came, it was out there that indeed William Ruto was the UDA party leader. So we cannot dispute Robert ALAI's tweet that says, "I'm told that Rigathi Gachagua has bought a political party," and he asks, which one do you think he bought? Again, in the same, Sun Tzu's quote, the one that I just read for you up there when we were starting this analysis, another point to note is all warfare is based on deception, which can simply translate to deceptions can be, according to what Sun Tzu explains there, that deceptions can be creation of deceiving indications of strength or weakness in attempts to influence the enemy's action. So in this political dispensation, who is the enemy? Who do you think is the enemy? Honestly speaking, Rigathi sees Mudavadi as an enemy. Why doesn't he see someone like Kingi as an enemy, Wetangula as an enemy? There is a great probability of Rigathi, Kingi, and Wetangula working together, and there is a great impossibility of Mudavadi working with Rigathi Gachagua and probably Wetangula. You see, I don't know whether you see this arithmetic, This is why Ford Kenya will not relinquish their party. This is why Amason Jeffa Kingi will not relinquish their party. But this is why Musalia Mudavadi will also not relinquish the party of ANC, but will find himself joining UDA. All this is to make sure that Rigathi Gachagua finds himself neutralized completely. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes when I look at Rigathi Gachagua talking in front of William Ruto, and when I look at Rigathi Gachagua talking when he's reacting to Raila Amolo Odinga's, maneuvers, I see two Rigathis. The first Rigathi who talks in front of Ruto is the one who has created what Sun Tzu calls deception, deceiving indications of weakness to influence the reactions of the enemy. I know for a fact that despite the fact that he is expressing a lot of allegiance to William Ruto, he does not see William Ruto as that kind of friend. He looks at William Ruto as someone who has a secret agenda. So this secret agenda could be the reason why Robert ALAI is saying that there's a secret party that has been bought by Rigathi Gachagua but has not been officiated. It hasn't been made public, because there is also talk of two deputy party leaders that is out there. There is talk of having a woman deputy president, that gender. So all these things. So I think Rigathi Gachagua is not ready to encounter any of this. So if, for example, a woman is named a deputy party leader, for example, let's say, for example, not a deputy party leader, a deputy party leader, because that was the promise which William Ruto made. So if, for example, that is done, and then in 2027, a woman becomes a deputy presidential candidate, the position of prime cabinet secretary will still be retained by Musalia Mudavadi. The person who shall have been technically kicked out in this arithmetic is Gachagua. So Gachagua is preparing his arsenal, political arsenal. He knows very well that if at all these people make the move which they have been talking about, then I shall have been kicked out. Rigathi will find himself kicked out. Because even at the moment, we know there's that political tussle between him and Ndindi Nyoro in Mount Kenya. Recently we also are aware that he asked for forgiveness from the Mama Ngina family, because he realized that Mama Ngina family is so strong in that mountain, stronger than he imagined. So the only thing he could do was to apologize. So this party which he has bought, this party, this new party. Of course, nobody knows about it. But I said somewhere there in this analysis that siasa ni kujipanga. Lazima ujipange. Rigathi cannot wait for 2032 to be shocked. You know, he can't wait to be shocked. Because let's just take, for example, if UDA heads to the polls now, you know, UDA heads to the polls, and Mudavadi, who as a secret party is given a deputy leader position, like just like it had already been expressed by allies of Rigathi Gachagua. What if that happens? And Gachagua also is forced to retain his deputy party leader position, because already there is talk of having 2 deputies or scrapping the deputy level of deputy party leader level of UDA. There are those 2 talks. You know, if at all that happens, then Rigathi Gachagua will find himself left flat-footed. That's why, even though Robert ALAI has not substantiated his claims of a new party that Rigathi Gachagua has acquired, but also, of course, we know that it is only the time will tell whether truly Rigathi has acquired a party that he will use in the event that he is changed and the position given to Musalia Mudavadi. So as to whether that is going to happen, time is the best explanation to this. So right now, I give Robert ALAI's probability of telling us the truth 90%, because politics ni kujipanga, and all the indicators that have been shared are that Rigathi Gachagua could lose in this UDA. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to raise my case up. What do you think about this latest development, the latest tweet that Robert ALAI has exposed? Kindly just tell us below the comment section. So until we catch up again, please stay safe and stay blessed.